Guys, just made a fresh, brand new character for Season 11. Let's go ahead and get started. So, what is changing in Season 11 that we're going to be testing out is the leveling process. This whole entire game is supposed to get way, way, way harder. So, we're going to find out how hard is it going to actually be on this exciting episode of Diablo 4. So, there's not new music, by the way. This is just some liquid drum and bass, just so I can focus a little bit more. But there's the seasonal quest line, and the most important nerf to us is at the start, there is no additional skill points, so we don't have the ability to get those earlier on, but I think that we could still do a couple things that are going to give us an advantage, right? So let's travel to the den first. Let's get the Mercenary, because the Mercenary is extra DPS, which that matters quite a bit, right? Really good stuff. But the sanctification is actually going to be pretty big in this season. So we'll see how good it is, because a lot of builds, guys, they're getting nerfed by like 60+%. So we're going to go ahead and hire Subo because he's my favorite. He can also generate us resources, which is good. But then I'm also going to enlist this... we don't even have any skills to use. Basic attack only, man. What was those other things that we could... let's go
I will not let
enlist. What was the other things that we could select? Oh, just cast when there's a condition. Okay. Well, either way, let's just make it so when we attack, it's going to apply that effect. And then also, one of the most important things at the start is that you also equip a pet. It doesn't matter which one you equip, but you just want a pet. We could also technically make our character look a little bit cooler, maybe with some cosmetics, but for the most part, I actually like the Barbarian like this. I like the no skin on Barbarian. But... let's go ahead and start off with the seasonal questline. Oh, is this it right here? Slay Duriel. Wait, you do it in the very beginning? Well, I don't know. Let's go ahead and hop right in. But again, guys, the game is heavily nerfed. We're going to see how hard the game is. Again, no skill points is a pretty big deal at the start. And there's only 4 potions. There's no more upgrading potions. Everything's getting changed in Season 11, which I'm very looking forward to seeing what this new update is going to have. But I want to slay Duriel first. This is like the brand new boss. Oh man, the movement is so slow. We only got basic attack, but obviously once we level up. Oh, so this whole area has changed too, guys. Well, we're about to level up, so we'll finally unlock, what should we use for our basic skill? Flay is pretty good. Frenzy will let us go a little bit faster though, so I kind of like that. And eventually we'll unlock these extra skill slots. I don't really have to change the hotkeys right now, but we will. The reason why I want to start off with this is just because the attack speed is very rough in the very beginning. And a lot of animations are tied to your characters, like breakpoints. And this is the new champion. Because the whole game is supposed to be much harder. So we'll see how much harder that actually gets. And the loot is supposed to be a lot worse too. Yeah, so my goal is to play maybe half an hour or an hour to give you guys my impressions on it. So far, I can't notice a difference, but like early game, there are no numbers to really scale off of. So like, as in like they do like 1 damage. So it's really not that big of a deal. I don't see a huge difference. But one thing that I will try to invest into early on is Thorns to see how that feels, because Thorns actually is one of the best leveling builds for a Barbarian. Oh wow. Okay, they actually do a lot more damage. I got chunked for like half my HP. Remember, guys, this is normal difficulty. They're trying to make the game a lot more difficult in Season 11. Now, I can tell you I noticed it already. So which is the other one? Extra attack speed. Okay, we might actually want that damage reduction, but is this for like the other skills? Other skills. Okay, so I don't really want that one. I'd rather take the DR right now. Damage reduction. But like, I need them to get closer. And the reason why I wanted to play Barbarian, I find Barbarian to be one of the more difficult classes to level to. So this is like as hard as it will get. Sorc is as easy as it gets pretty much for leveling, because Sorc has Chain Lightning. And so we're going to also be doing the hardest character. We'll see how this goes too, man. Season 11 isn't the game only 2 years old? Yeah, but they've been, I guess, just kind of releasing stuff. 2023 is when the game came out. I mean, for me, I like fast seasons. Like, Marvel Rivals is pumping out seasons really fast. They're doing, like, season, like, 0.5s. But I think the faster new seasons come out, the better the retention rate. But sometimes, for some people, if you release too many seasons too fast, if they don't do one of the seasons, they can feel like, oh, I missed out. Like I said, Barbarian is one of the worst classes for, like, starting out. Because of this, like, a lot of the objectives require you to hold still. I only have 1 potion left. These do 0 damage, I guess. There we go. So what are we going to get over here? I don't know. I kind of like Whirlwind, honestly, because it's just a very iconic skill. Okay, do we get the bonus reward too? Oh, it feels so slow in the very beginning. He's just walking away. Like I said, I'm going for the hardest character right now. We're going to get our expertise soon. Okay. Do we get a chest? Okay, there we go. We got the greater. Alright, what are we getting? Anything good? Any upgrades? Extra armor? Alright, lock it in. And we're going to go straight and kill Duriel right now. So what does it require us to do? Can we just walk up and kill him? This is the new Helltide. I don't know if we have to put something in or something. Who do I think will be top? Honestly, right now, Barbarian. I assume Blizzard's going to put a cap on everything. But obviously, you know, I got to start off with Barbarian. And the reason why I want to start off with Barbarian is because it is one of the harder classes. So, look, you see another Barb here. A lot of people are playing Barb probably because it's uncapped. Like, they added Mounted Hardest Slig buffs, and I expected them to nerf a lot of the stuff that doesn't have caps to 500. And after that, well, I don't know what class will be the best. But right now, Barb is looking to be the strongest with Hoda Barbarian. I assume Hoda Barb is probably going to be number 1. Or maybe even Kick Barb. Kick Barb has always been a thing that, like, there's some sort of things where you can do crazy amounts of damage. But you guys can see, this is the new champions. And everything's, again, supposed to be harder. Okay, so how do we fight Duriel? Do we have to put something in, or does he just, like, come out? Because this is the brand new season. Ritual of Pain. Okay. How do we... Oh, we need a Baneful Heart. Okay, so you need some sort of currency to open up those. Got it. But I think these are 75. Let's open up one of the chests. And again, we can fight the brand new, like, bonus... What the... The monster just running away. We can fight the brand new, monsters. And I can tell you for sure they are doing more damage. But there's a lot of times where, like, we have 15 HP and it hits us and doesn't even do any damage. So I guess we're going into decimals in the game. And if it's under a certain amount, it just does 0 damage. So it's like some sort of champion or something. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Another skill point. Get that extra whirlwind. Lunging Strike can also be a pretty good one to start off because you get to kind of move forward a little bit, you know? When are we getting Paladin? Is it in Season 11? No. The Paladin is for the expansion, Kappa. Actually, I don't know what the new class is, to be honest with you, but we are 100% getting a new class, but we don't know the new class yet. It hasn't been announced. I actually don't even know what the new class is. I don't have any secrets. They're going to erase the map progress. So your Lilith altars don't matter anymore in Season 11. You don't have to re-get them, but it doesn't give you the extra skill points. So the whole game is supposed to feel a lot slower. Now, does it really matter in the long scale of things? Probably not. It's probably like maybe 20-30 minutes of extra gameplay because you're just a little bit slower in the very beginning. You can't just like ramp up Dance of Knives Go. Oh, there's a new a mortar. So this is supposed to be some of these new elites that are supposed to be a lot harder. Did I notice a difference? Honestly, not really. I mean, it was an elite, but I could notice that some of the monsters do absurd amounts of damage. Like, one of them chunked us for half the HP. The other monsters are doing 0. So, with this new update, they nerfed a lot of survivability across, like, the different things like vulnerability and all that stuff. I actually want just... these are all going to be mysteries, right? We get some items over here. We got basically nothing over here. So, like, a lot of this stuff probably won't be, like, super useful to open up earlier on in the game. Because, is that life regen? Oh, it's max life.
Want someone or something found, you find me.
But we can maybe also mess around with Rend earlier on. I never felt like any of the Barb core skills were super, super powerful early on. Like I said, Thorns is kind of like the one that I would say is probably the better choice. But we can mess around with this. So, we'll go build up, and then we'll just go ahead and do a little Rend. And that will delete everything pretty fast. Flay is actually pretty good for leveling too, but I just like the faster attack speed. But let's go ahead and do the seasonal quest line. I thought we could just fight the new monster. The new, what is it? Oh, he's gone over there. But yeah, the new Duriel. I don't know how he's supposed to be for the fight, but once we get enough of the currency, we'll do it. But Noir, thank you so much for the TikTok gift, man. I appreciate that. Is the early access open to public? Yes. The PTR, which is like this test server, the early access, yeah. Anyone can have access to it, but it does not work on console. Yeah. Hello, Inevitable. How you doing, man? But yeah, as far as the excitement in Season 11 and like the new powers, we'll have to unlock those. I don't think we start off with those yet. Yeah, we're going to have to unlock it. So it just wants us to slay the enemies for this little quest line over here. Wow. There's a lot of enemies here. But once we get some sort of like regen, I'm sure the game will be way easier. Yeah, the 4 potions does hurt. Like, it does make the game much harder. But does it make the game more fun and interesting? Okay, here we go. We got demonic change. This is another brand new thing. Okay, cool. I'm glad we're seeing new content earlier on. But again, I don't really feel it, like, in terms of, the demonic change, because it's not a difficult one, to be honest. It's like fire change in D3. It's, like, no threat. Like, the things that are a threat are, like, Jailer. Waller can be kind of annoying to deal with. And any of the things that throw things on the ground, obviously, like the ones that can freeze you, those become a hurdle, and like the little lasers that spin, those definitely do matter. This is like several waves, and we are fighting a bunch of the newer monsters that just spawn out. Being frozen is pretty deadly. It looks like they're going back more to the roots. In fact, they are, because they literally went back to Season 0 for the resistances, where it's like kind of some obscure numbers. And this is on normal difficulty, too. I feel like this game's going to be so much harder for casuals while leveling. Like, so much harder, man. Yeah. The game is so painful in the beginning with it being slow. Yeah, I agree. This new update, for sure. It's making the game a lot harder. But I don't know if this is the right direction for Diablo. To be honest, I think the design now, to be honest, is supposed to be a slow season and then a fast season, and they kind of go back and forth. Because last season was a pretty strong season, and it looks like this season's looking to be pretty slow. Okay, let's fight these new monsters over here. These have like a new, you can see little new icons, right? Sinful Torment. I don't know what that means. Is that this? Where it shoots out extra monsters, or extra little like totems. But how much does the difficulty matter in the early game? You know? Oh, these used to like one-shot like crazy. Now, a lot of this stuff has been like nerfed. Okay, they're not even doing that much damage. Okay, that's good. Because these, again, in Season 0, 100% we'd be dead. I think being frozen more consistently sucks. Like, especially in the earlier stages of the game. Like, I'm consistently just being frozen, and it's not what I consider peak gameplay. Look, I'm frozen again, man. I don't even... Like, who's freezing us every 2 seconds? And imagine if you didn't have the expansion. We'd lose out on the Subo. Oh, man, I really hate just being frozen 24/7. But now we should be able to swap Varyana to activate when we use, like, our basic attack. There we go. Got some damage on that one. Hope that one will bleed out. You can also look at maybe messing around and trying out Flay, because the game is actually so much harder that Dot usually is pretty strong in the very beginning, because like we hit for like 1 damage, and if we're taking for 5, that's pretty good, right? Alright. But we can also mix it up. We can, instead of running, we have a shout now, but we could also like remove this, and we could try out other things, as they have been buffing things left and right like once in a while. I really hate people though, I'm gonna be straight up, but I'm gonna try it out anyways. So we get 20x. You gain Berserking. Okay, gaining Berserking is actually pretty good. What it does is it gives you increased damage. What does it have to hit? It has a chance to stun at least 2 enemies. Okay, let's try out this. I'm gonna move some of these skills over because I don't like using my mouse for anything other than picking up items. It makes the game feel way better to me. Yeah, extra max resource. All right, let's go. So yeah, we're following the voice over here, but we'll kill some stuff along the way just to see how the progression feels for the rewards. And honestly, they nerfed the loot pretty big as well. How am I playing Season 11? Well, you just hop on and download the PTR, man. Alright, let's see Upheaval. Ooh, okay, Upheaval's kind of nice with the AoE size clear. I like that. But I'm going to, again, try out everything. I'm going to try out... I like Hoda a lot. Hoda was always one of my favorite skills for Barbarian. The reason why I think Upheaval feels really bad is because it has, like, a wind-up, basically, which makes it, like, half the speed of everything. I really want, like, some, like, leap or something, but we won't get that until, like, later. So how does Hoda feel? Boom. Okay. Oh. Let's go explore. You know what's one area of Diablo that I always felt like they never buffed in, like they really should have, like, a lot earlier, is they really should have changed the cellars. These just suck, but, you know, maybe we'll find some new stuff in the cellars. Oh, yeah, there is the new... Oh, my gosh, there's a lot of monsters here. Like, a lot. But Hoda, I can tell you for sure, I mean, it hits hard. But I can't wait till we get Thorns, man. Thorns is going to make this game so much easier. Is Thorns, like, right now? Yes. Oh, this is what we want to put our stoinks into, man. Big stocks into that. But, like, the rewards seem so bad. You see how bad the rewards are? Like, the rewards in general in this game, I think, really need to be looked at as you progress. Because you know what this area is, right? This is a recycled... This is literally the training grounds. If you guys remember from the Kyobashad. Pick up some of the herbs as we go along. And we'll check out the new Tempering Masterwork, because everything's going to cost more resources. It also costs different resources, but it's mainly towards the end of the game where everything costs way more. But yeah, Hoda felt really good for leveling. Let's try out something else, though. Hold on. Gotta move it. Let's go try a double swing just to mix it up. Which one are we going to do? Stunned or a knockdown enemy? It makes enemies vulnerable. How are we supposed to knock them down? What does this one do? Stunned or knockdown, you gain 25 fury. While berserking grants additional berserking. Okay. I know there's an easy way to, like, infinite berserk with this. I played double swing in the earlier seasons. It's fun. Oh, wait, what's this new? Ooh, what is this new? Heavenly Forge. Wait, this is brand new.
Through this entrance.
Okay. Okay, what's this?
It's over.
And also, we need to do Varyana. She needs to be using this during this. Okay, cool. And then, do we have any extra skills? No. Okay, so what is this? Enter the portal. Wait, so within the first, like, 20 minutes, you get the new content. How's D4? Is it better than PoE 2? So PoE 2 is a lot less beginner-friendly, but it is more legacy and traditional. Oh, what?
I am Hydra.
Dude, look. Let's go, Hydra. All right. We're not going to look into the story too much because you know, some people might not want spoilers, and I'm just here to show you guys the leveling. All right, Sanctification. Okay, so I'll explain this because I already know it. We're probably not going to get any of these. Like, yeah, we can't use this yet. But this is the new area. It looks like it has all of the jeweler, and it has, I don't know. Oh, there's the tree over here. Okay, the Grim Favors, and we can go salvage everything real quick unless there's an upgrade. Extra armor. Armor's probably way more important than the strength right now. Ooh, we get extra attack speed. That's cool. Let's go salvage everything. Now let's see what the new tempering. Oh, we don't have any recipes. So the new tempering, guys, this is a part of the brand new update. You just straight up get to choose whatever you want. That's really cool. But yeah, you have to put in, I guess, a rare or legendary item. And rare items, guys, are going to be a lot more rare in Season 11. We don't have any yet, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Within about the first hour of the game, you start getting, like, so many legendaries. Normally. How does the new loot feel? It's a lot worse so far. But we're only a few moments in here. So now we're going to go do new seasonal content over here. What is this? Beware of his lies? Okay, let's go talk to that. NPC. So now it's Divine Favor. I think that's the new season currency. But remember, we also have a new season, like, I say it's kind of a power. I know sometimes people get kind of fatigued by the word, but last season was perks. It's the same thing, though, to be 100% honest with you guys. This is the new power board over here. Where's the NPC? Oh, okay, here we go. The Corrupted Essences. Slay them and return to... Oh, okay, we just have to just play. Okay. But I think that that's a nice update. You don't have to do like a special seasonal content. So, okay, the Legion is in 5 minutes. So we'll do the Helltide until then. We could also do the Nightmare Dungeons, as I think that that's probably something to consider. Once we turn in some Grim Favors, hopefully we can get some sigils earlier on. You're a casual player and you love Season 10. If this goes back to something like Season 9, you won't be interested in. Well, remember, like I said, the early game, you only play for a short amount of time, right? Like the leveling process to 60, for some people, could take a weekend. I mean, for a good player, you can get to level 60 in a couple hours. But now it's going to be a lot longer, for sure. Now, oh my gosh, this is like way harder.
What is this?
We need that extra damage reduction stack. And you can see how, oh wow, this game is so much harder, guys. It really is so much harder. I'm out of heals. Oh, I gotta click on some stuff for some potions. I actually just leveled up, and that's how I'm getting my potions back. Definitely noticeable in terms of difficulty. But, again, it may take you, instead of, let's say 3 hours for a good player. Let's say it takes them 6 hours even, right? Let's say we double up the time. The end game, I'm guessing T4 will still be a cakewalk, but to do high tier pits is probably going to be a lot harder. Because of survivability. But that's what we're here to test out, man. Now all we need to get is like some sort of like, is this life per second? Oh, it's fury per second. Oh, that's great. Hopefully we can start spamming on our actual skills now. What is this, okay, I think we encountered a bug here. Nothing kind of came out. I think something's supposed to come out, unless I need to activate more of these. Let's get that extra thorns one. Yeah. I think that, is this one when they bleed? When enemies hit you, they take initial 15% of your thorns as bleeding damage. Okay. Oh, if the damage number is so low, it doesn't even register the bleed. You can definitely feel that the game is slowed down quite a bit. Okay, we got that one down. Elixir, yo, thank you so much for the heart gift and the Go Popular. Thank you, man. How's Druid look? So I would still say Pulverize is probably the best build. It takes some big nerfs, like the Infinite Grizzly Rage probably won't work anymore. Everything's getting nerfed. So basically all your favorite builds will probably maintain the same. I think there could be, like, Golems could be the best build for Necromancer next season. Barbarian is getting some nice quality of life with Melted Heart, but my assumption is that they're going to nerf it. Oh, this is new. Duriel's Parasite. It didn't really do anything. Oh, wait, it said Healing Potion upgraded. But it said we couldn't upgrade our potion, so they just naturally upgrade, I guess. Maybe that's how it works. But either way, I want to invest into this. Like, even getting this small amount of thorns early game. Big. So does Duriel's Parasite do anything special? We have 80 reputation. Is it dropping reputation? Oh wow, look at how much damage we're taking. Remember, we're playing what I would consider pretty much one of the worst classes for leveling too. So I mean, I just fear for the casual player base, especially if they're like, I want to play my barb, dude. This is pretty rough in the earlier stages, and that could lead to some people feeling like, oh, you know, I enjoyed Diablo, but it was kind of a hard game, dude. It's way harder now for the super casual players that, you know, never make it to T4. This is where I kind of worry because, you know, I'm a content creator, so like I make builds, and all the builds are basically for like T4, right? And if we lose out on more casuals that look up build guides, I worry about that. Like for me, I'll be fine. I'm sure that most people that copy build guides, right? But Blizzard themselves said only 10% of the players make it to Torment 4. So how is it going to be now if you're going to make it even harder?
Even if they don't want to.
Because look, like I'm like running out of potions, and this is going to constantly drain us. So we really can't sit in that. The Chaos Rifts last season were actually quite difficult too, when you were like level 1 or like, you know, really low level. Got our first ring, nice. Equip that, get extra attack speed. Place Baneful Hearts. Okay, so we're gonna fight the new Duriel soon. Oh wait, can we get one of these real quick? Oh, there's a goblin. I'm hoping it will be there. I know we have another chest to open up, but pre-level 14, it's really weird. I know like too much about Diablo. Pre-level 14, you won't get a legendary, like for the most part. It's like it's gonna be like 1 in a million or something like that if we actually get it. But even from like the chest that we would open up, wow, dude, we actually got one. Maybe they've updated it, but I know that specifically level 14 is a breakpoint for getting legendaries. But since we got one, that's cool. Let's go lock it in. I don't even know what it does yet, but we'll read it in a second. Because I only got 1 potion, so the game is way harder. What's up, Austin? How you doing, man? There's never been an item filter for Diablo. No item filter. No loot filter yet. That is something that is going to be in the works. Okay, now we got some movement speed. All right, what did we get? Well, above fear. Oh, okay, so we have berserking. Oh, we can just. Okay, so now we can swap up our build, and I can just pretty much play berserking only. I could play. Let's see. What do I want to play? 50% chance to make the enemy vulnerable. I like this. We'll probably end up using this. Increased bleed damage. I actually feel like the damage reduction is like basically required. So I'm going to invest right now since we can get this bonus. I mean, bash isn't too bad too, right? Doesn't it give you like a guaranteed overpower? Clobbering an enemy. What does it count as clobbering? After bashing enemy 4 times, it will clobber. Okay, and then we can get an extra 10 fury. The reason why I want as much fury generation as possible is it'll give us berserking, and that makes it feel really good. But I also just feel like in general, Flay was pretty nice. Well, we can mix it up too. As much as I like the 15x damage is really good, but I'm also thinking about realistically, we also need to be able to survive. Generating more, like 36% fury is good. I just need to keep up the fury, because also this applying vulnerability is pretty strong. And then I want to invest all into like thorns. It's pretty good, although right now it might not be super strong because we don't have any like scaling with it. But yeah, because now we're draining fury. Oh, okay, that's good. We just hit him once and he's dead. Good stuff. But right now there's no hell tied up, so what I plan to do is we can do some of the dungeons. So if the dungeons are marked, we will get the bonus here. So this one's giving us Leap Upheaval, have a chance to summon. I mean, that'll be kind of fun for the aspect. And our aspect of anger management was really good that we got earlier on. Now, that's probably not very normal to get. You've been enjoying Last Epoch? Good to hear, man. I'm glad you're enjoying that game. I mean, I play a lot of action RPGs, so like when people come in, they're like, PoE better. I like PoE, so it doesn't bother me. But if you're like, I like Wolcen better, I'm sorry, I don't really upload Wolcen content, but other than that, like, hey, if you have a favorite action RPG, you can let me know. It's all good. Yeah, but there's never been an item filter for Diablo. That is in the works, though, so I don't know when that exactly is coming out. But we'll try to turn in these whispers and see what we can get. It looks like we're already basically 30 minutes. We'll do the first 1 hour of Season 11. I think that'll be good. You get a good feel for the game. But I could already tell you, the game feels way harder. We are also playing on one of the slower classes while leveling. And also, since I have this like aspect, we're just going to be using Flay. But look at this, we're like 2 hits. We can, yeah, two hits are killing him. Look at that, 1, 2. And then we go to the next one, 1, 2. That one I think we hit 3 times. 1, 2, and he's dead. And then we also need to change. This is something like, in the very beginning of the game, you just got to consistently change whatever skill that you're using, right? And then also, we could change whatever it's using. Okay, we have the polearm. And what we can do with Flay is maybe swap it to this. So the reason why I'm swapping it to the different weapon is because one-handers have a faster attack speed. And like what we're doing is just really getting extra attack speed for the build. And we'll just constantly swap weapons, except for the polearm. That one will never be swapped until we get a better aspect. Artillery's gonna make the game go way faster though. Okay, the Butcher at level 11 is gonna be crazy. But I think, okay. I feel like this is not normal, but hey, we're gonna go with it. We have now expedited our leveling process by a significant amount because now we got the legendaries. Hey, if I get the legendaries, it's not like I'm not gonna use them, but just keep in mind that okay, the Artillery Shrine is like so strong right now. But this is very normal in any action RPG if you get something good early on. Now, it's not like the Butcher's Cleaver is super, super OP, but that other aspect that we got is the main thing. What is the other thing that we got? Damaging enemy with basic attacks. Oh, is this Moonrise? Okay, hey, this is a pretty nice start. I mean, we were already killing the elites in 2 hits, so them slowing down the game, within like 30 minutes, we're basically, I mean, we're hitting them once and then they bleed out. So... But because we're able to upkeep our berserking 100% of the time, I may actually throw in Rend as well. Just because Rend is AoE. Oh, is this like 1 hit? Oh wow, look at that bleed.
This was easy.
Yeah, it was easy, man. Oh, what's up, Rain? How you doing? Have I played Undecember? I have, man. I actually like Undecember. I know it's kind of pay to win, but... Like I said, I like all the action RPGs for the most part. Some games I only play like 1 time, and then I feel like I enjoyed it enough. Like Torchlight 3, it was enjoyable to an extent for like 1 or 2 playthroughs. I played that, like, played every class in that game. But some action RPGs to me are enjoyable 1 time, some for hundreds of hours, some 10 hours, and that's enough, man. Like, there's a really interesting action RPG that's also a tower defense game called Death Trap. That's a really fun game, too. But that was like a 1 and done as well. I take the attacks. Well, I don't really want to swap the yellow ring. But we can also go to that new sanctification area again. Or just check out... I don't think we have any of the currency, though. It's cool that they show you it, but it's like, it's such a big tease. Alright, we're gonna go deliver that. Then also, Butchers has a effect where you get some extra good physical damage, and it also gives you movement speed. That's really great for like leveling. But yeah, like I said, I always start off with thorns while leveling. Cause look, let's see. It looks. You see how like they almost one-shot themselves? Yeah. The elites definitely aren't going to get one-shotted, especially now with the new update. When is Season 11? You can check when the Battle Pass ends, but there's no official date for it yet, so I don't want to give you wrong info. And there's another thing that you can get on the helmets that was probably going to be pretty useful, which is going to be that resource generation, because they've nerfed a lot of that. But now I feel like we could up the difficulty if we want to. We also have our thing that we can select once we get the thing to level up. Now, what you can also do, you can go to the training grounds and actually max that thing out. You can put a rubber band on your controller, or have like some sort of like scrolled numlock. Okay, it's taking 3 hits now. Yeah, it's fine. It's just like gold. We'll see if the vendors actually are worth it too, because they actually updated the vendors too. Any news on the expansion? No news on expansion yet. They haven't like specified a date or the class. Hopefully we'll get some sort of reveal, maybe like November. Not like it coming out in November. I think that's probably too helpful. The earliest I see it coming out is March, but I don't know. That's what they plan for the release date. Oh, we got our first. Oh, that's another ring. Max resource Fury per second. Nice. But do we lose movement speed? Ooh, we had boots with movement speed, didn't we? Okay, we're not going to swap off those. Like, we have to keep that. This does have Fury per second, which, that's actually pretty good. So is this draining? It is draining our Fury still, so we can't really use a core skill. I want to keep the basic skill up 24/7, but with the next point we can get leap, and leap will be fun to mess around with. We can also try out lunging strike if we want to. Pick up the pants, see if the pants are any good. Max life, +1 extra HP. It all adds up. Am I playing on a controller? No, you see how it says WER? I mean, we can play on controller. This game does support it. You want to check out the tempering? Yeah, after this dungeon, we'll check out the tempering. Yeah, so you can only do 1 tempering now. 1 tempering instead of 2. But the items roll with additional slots. And I want to say this should be a base change. It's not just the expansion. Or, not the Season 11 change. Man, it's taking us, what, like 5 minutes to do one of these? Into the boss now. Tomb Lord! Oh, he's already dead. So you can see, like, the game doesn't really feel that much harder within 30 minutes. We are already pretty much there. But we also have Wasubo ranked up. We got extra stuff. And let's go see if we can get enough materials to hopefully temper on 1 stat on the item. Maybe we'll do like, we'll probably just do lucky at chance for some sort of thing for damage. Where was that new area though? Does anyone remember? Where was the new, there's that new area. We'll probably end up getting this when we farm the reputation to turn in. I don't remember where's the new area. There is a new area where we went to the, where we found the angel, but I don't remember. But we'll probably go there soon. So the world boss is in 53 minutes. We gotta kind of like make a note of that. Let me actually, 53 minutes will be at, okay. So 53 minutes, which will be at 4 p.m. New boss. We might get the new boss, guys, for the world boss. That's why I want to do that one. So there's also the level 30 new capstone. We're going to do that raw too, like as in we're going to do it for the very first time. So there's a lot of these dungeons that we can do to get extra grim favors. And we could also go to the PvP areas. Those are always good to refresh because those will take 2 seconds. But I want to do the nightmare dungeons because that will also give us the aspect for the whirlwind. And then also we can hopefully go over here. Oh, is there a blacksmith over here? Let's go salvage all of this like gear, and then we can go see if we can temper on some good stats.
Put those pieces to good use.
Temper. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and temper on the offensive so we can get. So it's basically the same stuff that you would get before. So you have all. You just get. I thought it was you could choose what you would want. Is this maybe bugged? You guys see where it says? Okay, so the new tempering, you guys can see it says critical strike chance, vulnerable damage. Now it shows 3 of them. I think this is a bug right now, so keep that in mind. But let's say I want just damage. I'm going to put that on. Oh, just kidding. I don't have the materials, but it looks like it's bugged right now. But, okay. So how it works, guys, is it's just all bugged. Every single one of these, it shows core, basic, ultimate, but it probably just gives it to you. So that's the new system. I don't have enough currency to modify that one. Can I modify this one? Okay, we can still modify it. So let's see. So let's say this ring, I want more just damage, right? Because this is like early game. This is all I care about. Boom. And look, boom. It gives us damage. What do you know? If you want to put a legendary one, it obviously makes it a little bit more difficult. But for 5 veiled crystals, we'll just go ahead and get damage. And you get it guaranteed, which is really cool. I like that. And there's a new change also with the tempering, because in the new update, when you use the reroll scrolls, you see it says tempers 1 out of 1. You only get 1 temper. You only get 1 try. That's crazy, man. But if you want to do the other ones, it requires the legendary crafting material. But that's the new update with the tempering. Okay. So now that we've seen that, let's go ahead and... Do we have quality too? Let's see if we can masterwork this thing. Oh, you can't masterwork. I don't know how the masterworking works. It's just like it's blacked out. So maybe we can't use that yet. Oh, we have our nightmare dungeons too. Okay, cool. Let's go do this one. Oh, we got a Sorc over there. The Blizzard Sorc. Oh, we got 2 extra skill points too. Let's lock in and get this because I really want like some other buttons to push. We'd also click on all these herbs. Maybe get one of the potions. Grab all of those, and then... But as far as the game better in Season 11 or worse, I would say that it's objectively slower. Does it make the game more interesting? For me, like, it's a waste of time for the developers, like, to be 100% honest. The reason why I say it's a waste of time, we played the early game for, let's say, at most, like, 10 hours, right? Even if you're, like, a slower casual player, like, 10 hours to get to level 60, right? Or even, let's say, a weekend, right? You play the game for a weekend, 2-3 hours a day, and, you know, in a weekend, you hit max level, right? The end game is the most important area that we just desperately need more content in. That's how I feel about Diablo 4 in its current state. So them fixing and changing the early game, making items more rare, changing these monsters to feel like they're harder, maybe it matters in the end game, I don't know. I'm assuming I'm just going to one-shot all of them because I'm going to be playing a meta build. And for the non-meta builds, it just makes it even more rough to the point where, like, they just become less relevant because people that find the non-meta builds to be weak already are just going to fall further and further behind. So that actually ruins diversity and the ability to play multiple builds. That's how I feel about the new update, though, to be completely honest. But now that we have another skill, I think it's a little bit more enjoyable for sure. I'm really thinking about getting Rend. Are they like? Are they one-shotting themselves? It's like, yeah, they are one-shotting themselves with. That's like I said. That's why I like Thorns. So we got that idol down. It'll die in a second. That's why I like the bleed, the flay. Can we like AFK? Oh no, I don't think we can. I mean, we'll kill the enemies by going AFK, but for survivability is not here, man. The new minion of chaos. The new mods. Fallen Shaman. I like how they show the names in blue. That's like actually kind of cool because then it's visually easier to see sometimes. So like I would say that that's good for quality of life and like, you know. But the main issue that I have, like when you're comparing this game to like D2, which is seen as the fan favorite, right, out of all the Diablo games. I think there's a lot of people who love D3 as well, but D2 is the one that people respect more in the action RPG community. And I would say that the way Diablo 4 is and just how action RPGs have evolved, people want, you know, satisfaction a lot earlier on, right? They're like I want to play my game and get loot fast. That's just how these games are now. Like even Path of Exile 2 started off pretty slow, but then it's like you can start blasting pretty hard with like those heralds, right? So I would say action RPGs have evolved to the point where like if you're gonna make people fight these like blue monsters, just drop a legendary, man. Like the legendaries don't even matter in Diablo. I'm not even saying that it has to be like a good legendary, but if it takes them a lot longer to fight something and they get no rewards, people just see that as why would I want to go play the game now? And I saw that in a lot of the comments, not even on my videos, but a lot of content creators as well. Like I watch a lot of Diablo, like, you know, shout out to Rob, Dijo, Rax. I watch like pretty much almost any content creator that's covering Diablo stuff because I like to see how, you know, they feel about, you know, the game. And I've been reading a lot of other comments, and a lot of them say kind of the same thing. Ooh, we got fury per second. That's good. That like, not the content creators, but in their comments, there's a lot of people are saying the game's getting too hard. I'm gonna quit, whatever. But like, I don't care about the difficulty. I just care about more content. Like, if you want to make the game harder, you gotta give the players more rewards. You can't just be like, oh, we're gonna dry up loot a little bit more. Or okay, so here's the new Heavenly Forge area, which it doesn't matter right now as far as entering. I do want the thing where, okay, we can gain 40. This is the only thing I really like with this. I also kind of like having the charge. Having charge is good, but since we're able to gain berserking, we can just get like 8% DR. Or was it? Wait, what? The first point is 4, and the next point is 8. Okay, yeah, 12% DR is pretty good. That's going to be cool to mess around with. As much as I kind of want to run triple shouts, it's really impossible to maintain right now. I'm going to get this extra thorns damage because it just helps us out with clear speed. And for the sake of it, we could actually mess around with another basic skill and see if there's heals you for 2% maximum life when it damages a healthy enemy. Okay. This one we can inflict bleed, which is kind of nice. But this is like increased bleed damage. The damage reduction isn't bad either. So if we upgrade it, what is it doing? For damage, we go from impact damage. It goes from 3 to 3 because it's 6%, but the bleed damage gets increased by quite a bit. But I feel like the bleed damage is already pretty good. Like our damage is pretty solid. I would rather get the damage reduction, and then I'll probably actually get charge. And what is the other one? Vulnerable. Okay, I kind of like this. This will be fun. Oh, we can't remove a point. I'm going to put another point into this just because I want to be able to push more buttons. Like it just feels good in action RPGs to push buttons. So I'm going to do this for our little leveling session here. So we're like 45 minutes in. What's going to be in the new season? So we're leveling right now. So these are the new divine gifts. We don't have any yet, so I can't show you them. But hopefully we'll be able to turn in, and I'll see if we get enough of the, what is it called? I don't know. It's like the new infernal warp. I don't know. What is it called? Here, let's see. Divine gifts. Is that what it's called? Yeah, divine gifts. Hopefully we'll be able to. Oh, it says Hydra has a reward. Okay, cool. You might be able to see something. Oh, we got. Oh, they even have the season. Oh, what did they have the battle pass here? What are the extra rewards here? Remember, these give us skill points now. So this is another brand new update. They've definitely changed up the UI here. It looks kind of better. I like it. Let's go ahead and get some fragments over here, and we can go ahead and craft maybe some gems earlier on. Ooh, what do we have for chestplate? The reason why I might actually go for chestplate instead of rings is because the chestplate could give us fury per second, and that's actually pretty good for leveling, but movement speed is king, so I want to get... Oh, just kidding. These are pants. Leggings in this game is... Okay, we got Garrune. That's really good. We actually got Flay Duration. We have Life on Kill. That's actually a... Life per 5 seconds, actually a pretty good stat now. Like, no memes. Life per 5 seconds. There we go, man. That's actually a good stat now. And then on top of that, we can get the extra cooldown on this, and then... I want to get as much movement speed as possible. So we're going to max out movement speed. And our characters, within the first hour, I felt like our character is progressing. But we can now go ahead and start crafting some gems as well. Crit is pretty bad earlier on. Maybe we go for, let's see, damage over time. We can craft, 3 of these right now? We can craft 3 of these bad boys. Throw these in because we're dot. And then also, let's see, with rubies, we have 4 slots right now. It's probably going to cost all of our gold. We want to scale as much strength as possible. And that's all we have for sockets. Let's see, adding sockets just costs this. We'll go ahead and throw a socket in this. Yeah, it's just throw in a socket and everything. And then what we're going to craft is skulls everywhere. The reason why we're going to use skulls, it gives us... Oh. What, does it do something different? Oh, it's 50 physical resistance. We have 1 random gem, so let's throw it in. Why not? Extra free stats. Can we add sockets into this? Cool. All right, so it's pretty easy to add sockets into stuff. We can make 1 more of these. Do we get any value of this? This is just extra int. It doesn't really do too much. We get all stats on this one. Just might as well fill up everything. Now, adding a socket into this. Oh, it's still cheap. Cool. Might as well. It's just like it's like cost. The cost is like nothing here. There's not really anything good here because we can't crit with dot anyways. We do have basic skill damage that we can throw in. And that's what our build is. So again, we're kind of mixing it up. And we're slowly progressing our character. And then we also have 1 rune, but no, we can't use the other stuff. Ooh, there's Forgotten Wisdom. Hold on, we should probably pop this one. But we also have that new thing that we will definitely do. Looks like they're moving around some of the bosses. We're gonna definitely do. Oh, Azmodan's right here. Okay, we have to do that because that's new content. So let's do Azmodan for sure. What classic thing is the fastest for leveling in most cases. The Rogue and the Sorc are pretty hard to beat. So if you're playing Rogue, Dance of Knives, and Flurry are going to be top tier. If you are playing the Sorcerers, I'd recommend Chain Lightning / Hydra. Barb, I think Thorns is the best build. Alright, so now let's view the reputation. Alright, so it looks like this is the exact same thing that we've seen, guys. This reputation board at the very end, you get the spark. Okay, so nothing's really changing from Hadriel over here. There's a new angel. Okay, let's get a bunch of stuff. Okay. I don't know if this scales with like making the game at a hard difficulty and pretty trash loot, but... Oh, wait, no, we can't swap off the Berserking. We need to keep that aspect. We're going to keep this because it's 2 life per 5 seconds, which is actually a pretty strong stat. And then we got some extra, like, currency. Okay. And then, I don't know if we can temper on anything. We'll see if we can. If we can, we'll temper on some extra stats. This just gives us a bunch of resistances. I'd rather get that 15 max life. That's actually a pretty big stat. Oh, nice. Let's go. We get 13 HP. And that's actually a pretty big stat for this early on. What else can we temper? Can we temper on these, or is this... Yeah, so honestly, getting legendaries is actually like worse in the earlier stages because you cannot craft on it realistically. Remember, you only get one temper now, but you guarantee get whatever you want. It looks, it shows a bunch of different stats, but it's literally just bugged right now. But if you guys are playing the new season, what do you guys think of it? Are you guys enjoying it? Do you guys not like it? For me, it's a whatever. It doesn't matter. I just see it as making players upset. Did they put a portal at every single area? It doesn't really make sense. I think they should just put a new area on the map. That makes the most sense. Versus, let's put a portal in every single town to go to this area. I get it, it's the new area and it lets you sanctify your armors, but like it should be like you get to a place, right? I think it'd be cooler if they just made a little island here and it would unlock at the very end, because it's like, oh, you like maybe you get to see it earlier on, like on the map, but you can't access it. It's like we need to get this boat or something. I don't know, just something to like get players excited about versus, oh, this is a portal that you just warp to. I just think in terms of progression, it makes more sense to me personally. But yeah, we're gonna go do this Azmodan boss. But we need to get one more of the malignant heart, or next, baneful hearts, I think is what it's called. Yeah, whatever that currency is, we're gonna farm for it right now, guys. So let's get it. And then also Subo got another like thing over here, so we can make him pierce, or we can get extra movement speed. Obviously, movement speed is king here. There's one where, okay, this is where it explodes, but I like the one where it gives you a resource. And there's, what is it? You deal 25x crit damage. There's vulnerability. You know what? The vulnerability would probably be good earlier on. So we're going to lock in with that. And then, yeah, like I said, we're going to try to do the brand new boss. Is this Duriel? Okay, this is Duriel. I want to do the other boss, though. This is Azmodan. Yeah. Okay, so how do we do Azmodan? Do we just go fight him? Or do we have to put in, like, the little hearts? I don't know. We'll find out, man. Hopefully we can see that in this little play session here, man. Really excited to see it. The first Azmodan kill. The one cinder, man. But yeah, I definitely would say the loot is a lot more dry, which some people see it as a bad thing. I see it as like progression, but I just feel like it doesn't matter. Like it's not really worth it for them to fix it or change it, but I don't think they should even change it in the first place. I think instead of reworking the game and changing resistances, changing damage reduction, all this stuff that they've done a bunch of times for like no reason, I don't think anyone was like, man, I really need you guys to rework the resistances and damage reduction. I don't think that was the issue. I think the issue to keep people in the game is not to like just dry up loot, make leveling slower. I think the thing is just make new content, man. Just make new things for people to do. Make a new form of endgame content. Oh, is this Azmodan? Oh, the Demon Gate. Oh, he's out, guys. Azmodan, the new boss, guys. Let's defeat him. Azmodan has taken hold in this place. Call him forth by selecting or summoning altar. Each altar imbues Azmodan with the power of the corresponding lesser evil. This does not affect rewards. Oh, I couldn't read the rest, but this is the new mega boss, guys. I'm so glad that you get to fight him earlier on, but when you're able to fight the boss earlier on, it's kind of like, what am I supposed to look forward to? This is gonna be the highlight of the season, right? This is the only new boss that we're getting. The Mega Azmodan, the Lord of Sin. All right, he better drop some crazy loot. Well, what do you guys think? You guys think that we should be able to fight this new boss? Like, you know, I'm only level 18. I've only been playing the game for like almost an hour on the new season. And I mean, the boss looks cool. As far as the mechanic goes, I'll be honest, it probably doesn't matter too much. Like, unless he's gonna one-shot people. Most of the bosses, how they work is you sit behind them in between the legs, and like, you know, we're gonna check out the boss mechanics. So he lays something on the ground, and you just kind of move out of the way. But he's not really doing that much damage. It's not like I have God loot or anything. But you know what? I'll be honest, what it feels like. It's more of a bullet sponge, you know? Okay, I'm just going to move out of that. Let's sand in it. Like, how much? Yeah, it does damage. And like, it's not that much because, you know. Oh, someone died to him. Because, like, you got to think about, like, the casual player base, right? Like, that that does do damage, but it's not like, oh, you're instantly dead. I feel like PoE does that pretty hard, and Diablo's more a casual game, and they wanted to make the game a lot harder. That was one of their goals this season, right? But as far as like Azmodan goes, I would say I really felt like they should have made him. Oh, they added. Okay, this is how much damage does that do? That's one of like the red bosses that you would fight. Okay, now we're actually taking quite a bit of damage for sure. Like I'm noticing it. It's probably because we're sitting in the AOE. We can't really sit in the AOE. Let's test it out again. Jump right back in. So yeah, you really can't sit in the AOE. I have some life per second. I mean, it's pretty low amount. It's like maybe 5 life per 5 seconds. Ooh, okay, we're taking damage. All right, maybe this is acceptable difficulty now. Okay, yeah, you can't sit in the AoE at all. Divine Favor, that's the new currency. Oh, and we're spawning extra bosses here. Or elites, these are new elites. And the new elites are supposed to be like 3 to 4 times harder than Season 10. Alright, we're getting some extra rewards. Or like the seasonal quest lines, probably. How long did it take us to fight the boss? How many people are here, too? We should also look at that. Did everyone just... There's like two more people just died. So maybe the difficulty's fine. Like, you know, I don't think the game should ever balance around, like, you know, all the content creators, because we're probably never going to die during these. So I think maybe the difficulty's fine. But you guys can let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he looks too hard? Is he too easy? He just feels like a bullet sponge to me. And if you sit in the AoE, you will die. Like, I was even taking a decent amount of damage. So maybe the difficulty is appropriate. Did the guy maybe run out of revives? Let's revive the guy. I can't even revive. Azmodan too thick. He's too thick. I can't click on the revive. All right, he's almost gone. All right, big loot, boys. Big loot. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's a cool animation that he gets stretched. Ooh, the tongue of Azmodan. All right. Oh, we got triple chest, guys. The Belial's altar summons forces. Oh, okay. Requires 5 corrupted. Where do we get these? Wait, we need corrupted. Wait, he doesn't even drop any loot. I don't know what these corrupted eyes are. Do they pop out after, or like how? Oh, we got a Yax rune. So unless you have like these corrupted eyes, which I don't even know how you get. Is this it? Are we activating something else? I don't know what we're doing, but can you just keep on summoning him again and again? But if you have no like of the corrupted eyes, you get 0 loot. I don't know. Maybe we're too low of level to get the loot. I think there's supposed to be a big emphasis on getting like level 30. Oh wait, we have 11. Wait, we have 11 skill points? Wait, hold on. I gotta lock that in. It's gonna be a big upgrade for our character. Oh man, especially on damage reduction, because like we can get all this damage reduction while berserking. We can actually get this additional max life. That's pretty big. And we could also get maybe this iron skin. This will be good for survivability. Nothing really right here. I mean, this is not bad because it gives you DR. We can maybe get Wrath of the Berserker, or we can get Call of the Ancients just for fun. I feel like both are quite enjoyable to mess around with. They've been buffing Iron Maelstrom, but once we get this is like the big upgrade that we're going to be able to get for our build over here. I like the slow. I think that's pretty nice to have. Then we can start getting extra bleed as well. Lots of damage reduction in our build now. Can we remove one of these? I actually really like having an ultimate, just because I feel like it makes the game more enjoyable. But obviously we'll invest more points to do that later. But now it wants us to speak. Oh, so you could just fight Azmodan again? Do I really want to kill this boss again for no loot? Alright, let's just do it again. It only took like a minute, so... So, yeah, this isn't a layer boss. It's not even a world boss. He's just a boss that you just can summon. I really don't even know how it works, but I want to fight him twice. And the reason why I want to fight him twice is maybe we got unlucky with the loot. I don't know how the eyes drop, like, or where we get these eyes. Oh, wow. That's a lot of poison damage. Holy jeez. Wait, did everyone leave? They're just like, yeah, I ain't gonna do it for no loot. I want to see what he can drop again, man. We gotta do it. Oh, someone has Poison Creeper. I see that big DPS. But it doesn't really matter how much DPS you do. I don't think you can one-shot, like, this guy. Oh! Oh! They added Belial as a red, like, shadow boss. And that probably does crazy DPS. Okay, now we're actually cooking with difficult content. I like that. Now, as long as the rewards are worth it, because, like, if you just make this hard content and you drop no loot, I ain't gonna be too happy. But as long as we get some crazy loot for this. So what's that guy? He's level 11. But, like, yeah, this is pretty crazy for, like, this low level to be able to do this sort of content. Man, adding the iron skin made the game feel so much better. But we'll see how it feels towards the end game, too, because that's what I'm concerned about more than anything. It's like, how does the end game feel, you know? You probably need to get upgraded weapons here, because, like, the whole game kind of scales. Why does it feel like I do ZDPS? It's probably just because all the damage comes from the bleed. What difficulty? Oh, this is on the this is on normie. We're only level 29, guys. Usually when you level up in Diablo, you can sometimes level up on hard, but in terms of efficiency, it's usually just better to play on normal and one-shot things. Because the little scrolls of, well, not scroll, what is it called, like, tomes of knowledge or something, whatever those are called in D4, they do not scale as far as I'm aware of in higher difficulties, so it's not even worth it. Pop our ulti over here. Any news on what the best class is looking like for Season 11? Right now, I would say it's probably objectively Barbarian. Because they didn't cap a Barbarian for some reason with the resources. All the other classes, like Beastfall Boots, Serpentine, all of those have a cap. But for Barbarian in particular, they just said, nope. But I almost feel like it's going to get capped, though. And so, therefore, if it gets capped, then I don't know. Maybe Hydra Sorc again, man. But the reason why Hydra Sorc, it was already pretty strong. And everything is kind of getting nerfed. But pretty much the best builds of the previous season will probably be the same best builds. You could also probably look at Pulverized Druid for, like, highest. If you just care about highest pit push, probably Pulverized Druid. That's my best bet. Unless they nerf the Barb, which I fully expect the Barb to be nerfed. Oh, we got an Overpower. There's that 248. Are those going to explode? I feel like those are going to explode. Those little, like, blood blisters or something. Now I can't really fight him because the whole area is covered in, like, AoE. But he's chonky, so we can kind of sit pretty far away. Oh, is he dead already? So someone had a Coaling Strike on the boss. All right. Let's check it out, boys. Big drops? Okay. Look, dude, we just gained... Okay, so this is the best farm, guys. Okay, so that's how we gained those 11 skill points. We just gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 levels from the boss, guys. But, like, you don't even get any loot from him. Oh, you can dude, he's the best farm. Okay, if you guys want to level up, this is 100% the best farming method. Now, am I going to fight him that third time? No, because I want to speak to the NPC. But this is busted levels of good, though. It is really good for leveling, like 100%. But let's go to the... oh, it's just going to show us imprinting? Maybe we can come back and the boss will be, like, relatively low. And I'll give you guys kind of my wrap up on the first hour thoughts on the game. So, the game is much harder. The leveling is much slower. You get a lot less loot. Now, even though I would say most people see that as a bad thing, you know, like I mentioned before. Oh, that's it? That's the quest? It doesn't really matter to me because if they add another 30 minutes while leveling, I don't really feel like it's a bad or, like, a good thing. It's just like a whatever thing. It generally doesn't matter for me. The thing that I'm mainly focused in on is, like, how is the progression in the game? Like, is it really changing? It's just less loot. I couldn't get excited to hear about less loot personally, but for leveling, this is 100% the best leveling method, is just fight Azmodan again and again. Now, it's just going to require us to find more of the reputation. Let's see, did we get any of these divine gifts? No. I think we could go try to talk to the NPC. Let's go try to talk to the NPC, and let's see if we can get one of the divine gifts. I don't know when it comes, they're pushing out the casual players of the game. I don't think that that's their goal. I think they want us to play the game a lot longer. But I don't think this is the correct way to do it. I think the correct way to do it is just to add new content. But like 100%, the Belial is the best leveling method. Like it's 2 minutes for like 10 levels. Now this probably will get nerfed. Oh, Solon, thank you so much for the TikTok gift, and as well JC, Mirolin X, appreciate that as well. Let's go do the Belial again. So what I'm gonna plan to do is I'm just gonna farm Belial till we max out, and I think that will probably be it. We're already 1 hour in, right? And like this is my first time learning. If I went straight to Belial, I think within, if you could keep on farming it and we're getting several levels time, like 2 hours at most to max out your level, this will probably get nerfed, but I think this is the best leveling. So I want to go ahead and cut it off for the first hour. I'll let you guys know what it's like to get to level 60. Actually, we can maybe just upload it. I'll upload this as part 1 just so they're not like super long. But as far as part 1, let me know guys what you think of it after seeing it, and I'm just going to farm Belial. Let's go, man. But let me know your thoughts on Season 11 down below.